Hi everyone, I thought I'd share tonight with you a book that we have been reading at school. The preschoolers love this book, Pete the Cat, Rocking in His School Shoes. I'm going to show you a few tips to read to your child when you're at home. Some of these tips are from dialogic reading. So this is about asking questions, guiding the children during reading to really engage them in the story. This also increases children's vocabulary. It increases their oral language skills. Now, you don't need to do this with every book that you read all the time, but there are certain parts in every book that this would work for. So I chose this book because we have already read it in school. So the first time we would read it, I would just ask very simple questions, such as on the front cover, I would just ask, what color is Pete the Cat? And of course, most of the children would be able to say blue. As we go on, maybe I would ask some other questions, such as, this is Pete's lunchbox. What do you think Pete likes to eat for lunch? So they're really having to think about that instead of just a quick, short answer. They're having to think about that. They're making maybe a prediction and giving a variety of answers. So I'm going to kind of read a few pages of this to show you an example. So I would just read the title. We're going to read Pete the Cat, Rocking in My School Shoes. The author of this book is Eric Litwin, and the illustrator is James Dean. Here comes Pete, strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete is going to school, and he sings this song. Then during this page, or after I read that, we would kind of talk about, oh, he has a backpack. Did you wear a backpack to school? And he's riding on the school bus. Who rides the school bus to school? So he's singing a song. So the kids like to do the song. So we usually do some clapping during this song, and we usually sing this part. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. So there you're bringing a musical element into the story as well. And this is a repetitive part of the story, so once the kids get the hang of it, they can really help you out with it. Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down that hall to a room with books on every wall." Where is Pete going? So in this book, it's kind of nice. It's already having some questions for you to ask the children. So an important part of this would be is to make sure you're giving enough time, enough wait time. So once you ask the question, give your child a few seconds to answer the question, and then you might engage them if they don't know. Help them think about that. Where have you seen in your school that has a book on every wall, has lots of books that you're going to get to go and look at and check out, and hopefully they would be able to produce that, or you could help them by telling them the library. The library. Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry? And then the kids love this part. Goodness, no. So this would be a great place for the children on all of the pages to help with. He finds his favorite book and sings his song. So it goes on. Again, here it's going to be singing about, I'm reading in my school shoes. So you could talk about, what does Pete like to read about? Oh, he's reading about a dinosaur. Maybe engaging your children and asking what they like to read about. And just really interacting with the book. So this really, again, increases their oral language skill, gets them excited about the book, usually makes them want to read it again. So, of course, when you read a book over and over, like I know a lot of you do, you would be able to ask more complex questions, really getting into the story and having your children be a part of the story instead of just you reading to them. So I hope this helped to give you a few tips of how to read a book out loud to your child. Have a good night.